Shalom, shalom, Israel. I'm the brother Nagad from the camp of GMS in Tampa. And I want to start off by giving all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. The double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who teach and rule well. Peace and blessings unto the hopeful elect, listening, watching truth and sincerity. And I just want to get into a quick lesson through the Spirit. And the title is going to be along the lines of pray to the Lord what you need, okay? And that need is going to be things of the Spirit, okay? Things that are going to keep you to endure in this fight of ours, right? And to endure in this walk of ours, right? Because what? You're going to need things of the Spirit, like faith, right? You're going to need faith to endure in this walk, right? Trust in the Lord. You're going to need wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, right? To endure into this walk. Scripture says, wisdom and knowledge shall be a stability of thy times, right? So therefore, you're going to have to pray unto the Lord to increase that, right? Increase your wisdom and your knowledge right now as much as he can, right? Get as much wisdom and knowledge as you can, all right, while it's possible. So I'm going to start off with this. This is 1 John 5 and verse 15. It says, and since we know he hears us when we make our requests, all right? So we know the Lord, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, hears us when we make our requests, right? And how are we making our requests known to him? By prayer, right? By going up to the throne boldly, right? Not boldly as in arrogant, but humbly speaking, all right? Confident that we know that the Lord, Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushua, is hearing us, hearing our prayers, right? It says, we also know that he will give us what we ask for, all right? So we know that the Lord is going to give us what we ask for if it's of the Spirit, right? If it's of the Spirit, we don't have no doubts that the Lord won't give it to us, okay? He might put it in a different form of giving it to us. He won't just give you it, all right? If you pray for faith, he's going to put you in things that tests your faith to make your faith grow, okay? If you pray for patience, he's going to put you in situations to make your patience grow, right? And all of that is going to help you to endure this fight, right? That's why prayer is important. You have to pray every day, all right? Pray when you wake up. Pray as much as you can, all right? And pray that the Lord put the Spirit on you to pray, okay? So from there, let's go here to Matthew 21 and verse 22. It says, in all things whatsoever ye shall ask in prayer, believing ye shall receive, right? So all things that ye shall ask in prayer, believing you shall receive. So you have to believe that you're going to receive what you're praying about, okay? If you're just praying about something and you don't believe that it's going to come to pass, then it's all for vain. It's all for nothing, okay? That's why you have to believe that the Lord is hearing your prayer, all right? That's why you have to believe that the Lord is there, all right? Scriptures talks about the prayer of the humble pierceth the clouds, roughly paraphrasing, right? So the Lord is getting your prayers, but you have to believe it, right? Once you believe it, you shall receive it, okay? It's just a matter of time of when it's going to come, all right? When you're going to actually get it, okay? So from there, let's jump into this. This is Matthew 6 and verse 33. It says, "But seek ye first the kingdom of Yahweh and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you." Right? So with seeking the kingdom, right, of Yahweh and his righteousness, everything that you're praying for is going to be added onto you, right? The endurance, the faith, the patience, right? The knowledge, the understanding, the stability. It's all going to be added to you as long as you seek in the kingdom of the Lord, right? Yahweh B'Hashem Yahshua. And his righteousness is automatically going to come to you, right? Once you put your focus on the Lord, right? By what? Praying, fasting, reading, all right? Getting to know the Lord Yahweh B'Hashem Yahshua, all right? So from there, let's jump to this. This is James 1 and verse 5 in the NLT. It says, "If you need wisdom, ask our generous power, and he will give it to you." There you go. So if you lacking wisdom, knowledge, or understanding, ask the Lord first, right? Ask the Lord, and he's going to give it to you, right? The Lord don't want to see you destroyed, right? So he's going to give you what you ask for as long as it's of the Spirit. And it says, and he will give it to you. He will not rebuke you for asking, right? The Lord is not going to rebuke you for asking for wisdom, right? For patience, for endurance, right? It's what the Lord wants you to ask for, right? If asking for that, you can't go wrong, okay? All you have to do is be ready for when he gives it to you, when he puts you through the things that is going to boost or increase those things, right? So it goes on to say, "But when you ask him, be sure that your faith is in Yahweh alone." All right? So when you go to ask the Lord for these things, be sure that your faith is only in him. Your hope is only in him. All right? Because what? It says, "Do not waver, for a person with divided loyalty is upsettled as a wave of the sea that is blown and tossed by the wind," right? So when you go to ask the Lord for these things, for the increase, right, for the things of the Spirit, you got to be sure that you're ready for it, that your trust and your loyalty is in the Lord Yahweh B'Hashem Yahshua alone and nothing else. Because once he puts you through the test, right, to test your faith, and you're not loyal, or your loyalty is divided between him and whatever, right, you're going to be shooken up, right, as a wave, just tossing and turning, don't know what to do or where to go, right? So when you pray to the Lord, make sure your trust and your faith is in him alone. All right? So that was the point. Lord's will, this lesson was edifying to the hopeful elect. Listen, watching truth and sincerity. Until next time, shalom.